Tim, what day is it?
Honestly, I was just about to ask you.
I woke up thinking it was Saturday. It's Tuesday.
Classic time warp. It happens to the best of us. But hey, in Chinese, asking what day is it is actually super useful, especially if you're making weekend plans or trying to figure out if you're late to class.
Yeah, people say it all the time. I've heard 今天星期几, but I had no idea how to answer.
Boom, that's our episode today. 今天星期几. We'll talk days of the week, weekends, even how to say things like next Friday and this Sunday like a native.
And don't worry, it's way easier than English. No weird Wednesday spelling here.
Let's get into it. Episode 7 of Everyday Fluent Chinese Bootcamp starts now.
Let's start simple. The days of the week.
Here's the magic formula. Take 星期 and add a number from 1 to 6.
Wait, that's it? No random names like Tuesday that have nothing to do with the number 2?
Nope. Chinese is beautifully logical here. Repeat after me. 星期一, Monday. 星期二, Tuesday. 星期三, Wednesday. 星期四, Thursday. 星期五, Friday. 星期六, Saturday. 星期天 or 星期日, Sunday.
So you just take 星期 and add the number. 一 to 六, that's Monday to Saturday. But then Sunday is...
Two options. You can say 星期天 or 星期日. Both mean Sunday. 天 means sky or heaven, and 日 means sun or day.
That's so poetic. So Sunday is literally sky day or Sunday? I love it.
And here's a fun bonus. If you mess up the number and say something like 星期八, people will laugh. There's no week 8.
Unless you're working overtime, which, let's be real, happens a lot here.
对吧, right? Speaking of weekends, you say 周末, weekend. Literally weekend.
And to say this weekend.
这个周末.
Last weekend?
上个周末.
Next weekend.
下个周末.
So, 这 means this, 上, up, means last, and 下, down, means next. You can also do the same with dates and weeks.
Exactly. For example, 上个星期五, last Friday. 下个星期天, next Sunday.
Hey Tim, I've seen different words for week. There's 星期, 周, and even 礼拜. What's the deal?
Great question. They all mean week, but here's the vibe check. 星期 is the most common and neutral, perfect for learners. You'll hear this everywhere in schools and on calendars. 周 is shorter and used more in writing or formal speech, like 周末 for weekend is way more common than 星期末. 礼拜 is super casual. It originally came from religious contexts like worship day, but now it's just everyday slang in Taiwan and southern China.
So I could say 礼拜一 for Monday?
Totally. It's like saying Mon instead of Monday. In mainland China, 星期 is safest. In Taiwan, 礼拜 is all over the place.
So to sum up, 星期 standard, 周 formal or short, and 礼拜 casual and regional.
Boom. Choose your vibe. Now, here's how to ask what day it is. 今天星期几?
Let's break it down. 今天 means today. 星期 means week. 几 means what or how many number. So literally, today is week what?
You answer with 今天星期一. Today is Monday. 今天星期五. Today is Friday.
This is already so much easier than I thought. No conjugations, no weird grammar rules.
Right? Chinese grammar can be surprisingly chill sometimes. Mini quiz time. I say 今天星期四. You think today is Thursday.
Now me. 今天星期二.
That's Tuesday. Let's flip it. I ask 今天星期几? You answer 今天星期. Pick your favorite day.
今天星期五 because Friday energy is unmatched.
绝了! Friday is universally beloved.
Let's talk about time beyond today because sometimes I need to know what happened yesterday or what's coming tomorrow.
Here are 4 super useful words. 昨天, yesterday. 明天, tomorrow. 前天, the day before yesterday. 后天, the day after tomorrow.
Wait, there are specific words for day before yesterday and day after tomorrow? English makes you say the whole phrase?
Chinese loves efficiency. Examples. 今天星期一, today is Monday. 昨天星期日, yesterday was Sunday. 前天星期六, the day before yesterday was Saturday. 明天星期二, tomorrow is Tuesday. 后天星期三, the day after tomorrow is Wednesday.
I'm loving this. I can map out my whole week without getting confused.
Use these with xīngqī to talk about any day before or after. Super practical for making plans.
Now, let's scale up. Months and years. Months are ridiculously easy. 1月 to 12月, January to December. Just say the number plus 月.
So September is 9月. December is 12月. Why can't English be this logical?
Right. And years, you say each digit followed by nian, which means year. 2025年, 2025. 2010年, 2010.
And this year is 今年. Last year is 去年. Next year is 明年.
Exactly. You're getting the hang of this.
Oh, wait, I noticed something. For weeks and months, we say shàngge, xiàge, but for years, it's different.
Nice observation. You're actually paying attention. Here's how it works. For weeks and months, we use 上个星期 or 上个月, meaning last week or last month. But for years, it changes. 去年, meaning last year. 今年, this year. 明年, next year.
So it's not consistent across all time periods. Good to know. My brain was trying to find a pattern.
Now here's something most beginners miss. In Chinese, the date order is year, month, and day, big to small. So, 2025年8月1日 is August 1st, 2025.
Totally flip from English. We say August 1st, 2025. They say 2025, year, 8 month, 1 day.
Right. You'll see this format on calendars, official forms, everywhere.
Okay, so we've got the order down, year, month, day. But how do you ask for the actual date?
Great question. You just say 今天几月几号. Literally, today, what month, what day. 几月, what month. 几号, what day. So altogether, 今天几月几号. And how do you answer that?
Simple. Just follow the year, month, day order. 今天是2025年8月1号. Today is August 1st, 2025.
Perfect. And don't forget, 日 is also used for day, but it's more formal or written. In daily conversations, just say 好.
Got it. 好 for casual, 日 for formal, like the difference between Aug 1st and August 1st. Okay, Tim, real talk. I looked at a Chinese calendar the other day, and there were so many colors, circles, little characters, like, couldn't read.
Yep. Welcome to the world of Chinese calendars. They're not just about what day it is. They're about what kind of day it is.
What do you mean, like lucky days?
Exactly. There's the lunar calendar running side by side with the regular one, and certain days are considered super lucky or not.
Wait, so people actually check the calendar before doing stuff?
Oh yeah. Want to get married? Better make sure it's an auspicious day. Opening a business, launching a product, even moving into a new apartment. A lot of people pick the day based on traditional beliefs.
Wow, I just pick based on my mood and Google Calendar availability.
Well, if your mood ever says 8th, 18th, or 28th, good choice. The number 8, ba, sounds like fa, which means to get rich. So 8 equals wealth.
Money days. What about bad luck?
That's 4. 4, si, sounds like si, which means death. Also, in big Chinese cities, work weeks and school schedules sometimes run 6 days instead of 5, especially near holidays.
Wait, what?
Yeah, to make up for long holiday breaks like Chinese New Year, people work on Saturday or Sunday and then get extra days off later. It's like shifting the weekend.
I need a nap just thinking about that.
Same. But that's China. Time flows a little differently here.
Okay, Tim, quiz time. 今天几月几号? 今天星期几? 今年是哪一年?
今天是8月1号, 星期五, 2025年. I passed, right?
Barely. Let's hear from the real star, you listener.
Say it out loud. 今天是几月几号, 星期几? 今年是几年?
That's the vibe. You're not just memorizing, you're telling time like a local.
And remember, when someone asks you these questions in real life, they're not testing you. They're just making conversation.
Next time, we're tackling something that stressed me out for weeks.
Time. How to say what time it is, make appointments, and not show up late to everything.
Because apparently, around 7-ish is not acceptable in Chinese culture.
Cultural precision. We'll see you next time on Everyday Fluent Chinese Bootcamp.
再见。